Hello Stampers, I'm Kelly Acheson out of StampAbove.com coming to you from Menasha, Wisconsin. Today for my wait what tip video, I decided to share something that I think will help you out. As I was making a gazillion cards, I thought this is a really good tip for die cutting. Do you ever balk at buying die cuts that are really intricate because you don't like poking out all the little things? I know I kind of think about it twice before I actually go, I really like that branch and that dandelion and those words enough that I'm willing to pick them out. Well, I've got a tip for you that maybe will save you from having to pick anything out. Yay! Just in case you haven't noticed, I have to tell you, I know it's really bright back there. I don't have any window coverings on my windows because I just got new windows. And I just got new fencing outside. I wish you could see out there because it's looking beautiful. My husband's almost done with it. And I have to giggle because my friend Dina always teases me that I live in a gated community. It's funny because she's never been here. And we are very far from any gated communities. We live in a very old neighborhood in a 119-year-old house. And some people would say, oh, I bet you that has a lot of charm. Nope. Nope, it doesn't. It has no charm. And I'm not kidding. It has been remodeled so many times that anything that was charming from 100 years ago is gone. But we are sprucing things up a little bit now that we've got all the kids gone and the last one married off and college and cars and extra car insurance. Now it's time for us to do a little fixing on this old house. So anyways, I just thought I'd share that with you. That's my new window, and maybe I'll show it to you again where you can actually see it when it's not so sunny. Let's flip this camera around and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about with these intricate dies. So I've got my die cutting machine in here. I've also got a layer of basic black cardstock. So I know that our tendency when we're die cutting stuff is to put it right in the middle of that plate. But I just want to share this tip, and I've shared it before, but I'm now making it the focus of this video. Running your intricate dies through the middle of your machine is not the best plan, and I'm going to tell you why. These die cutting machines have rollers that come about right here, not in the middle, but right here. And as you roll it through, you've got your top plate on and it gives it the pressure to cut things out. But when you've got intricate dies, the middle of the dies sometimes will give you a hard time. You guys have had this happen, right? So my tip to you, as I'm cutting out a gazillion of these trees, yeah, got quite a pile here, is to take your die and your cardstock and put it over on one side or the other of your cutting plate. Now, I'm going to run it through, and only with the intricate dies. If this was just a square or a circle with nothing in the middle, I would not do this, but I run it back through. So now we've cut it out twice. That was very simple and quick. And then what I like to do is just take it and turn it around. So I've got my die and my cardstock over on this side. Now, when it was over here, you're hitting different pressure points. One thing I noticed as I was die cutting all of these trees is that right in here someplace, I had just a tiny little bit that I had to kind of pull out, and sometimes it would tear the edge of one of these little tiny pieces I had to pull off. So if I turn it around like this, my die cutting machine is going to catch that part that's not getting enough pressure, and I'm going to show you how wonderful this works. I'm going to bring in my die brush tip. This is on my Take Your Pick tool. This is our newest item. What I like to do with this branch is just pop out the backing, okay? Now I'm going to lay it down there, and I'm going to bring in my die brush adapter. And I'm giving this some good firm pressure. When you leave your cardstock in your die, you can really push on it a little bit harder. Now I'm going to, well, look at that. It dropped right out. Now, one thing that I'm really picky about is I like to look at the die. And if you hold it over the black, you're not going to see it well because I'm using black cardstock. But I'm going to hold it over here, and now I can see there are two little tiny pieces of black that are still in here. I'm just going to pop those out so that my die is ready to go next time. And now look at all these pieces just simply fall right out. I can guarantee you someplace in here I was having to pick a piece out. It didn't want to come out. I don't even have a single thing to pick here. So my big tip to you is to run your cardstock through with your die on it over on this side, run it through and back, and then you can either take it and move it over here, or you can take your plates and turn it around so it's now over on this side and run it through one more time. That's going to give you a perfect cut just about every time. And on this tree branch, it really does happen every time. Again, these dies are from the Sweet Silhouette, and then we've got the Silhouette Scenes. This is a bundle together. And let me show you what I'm working on here today. Hang on, I'm just going to move this out of the way. I have a card base here. I've already shown this card to you guys, but I am making a whole bunch of them today. This is part of my online technique club. I've got a piece of basic gray card base, and then I've used the pigment sprinkles in the background here. A layer of Whisper White on the back of this that is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8, and then this layer is Shimmer White, or you can use watercolor paper. That's 3 3/4 by 5. So, and I put my tree right on here and stamped "Sending You Healing Vibes." So that's what I did with this tree. That white really makes this pigment sprinkle layer pop, especially on a dark card base like that. And then this was Bermuda Bay, Gorgeous Grape, and Granny Apple Green in the pigment sprinkles. This one was Granny Apple Green and I think Melon Mambo. But what my Technique Club gets every month is they get a card made with the technique, and this month we're using pigment sprinkles, and also a sample of the pigment sprinkles on an instruction sheet with a video tutorial date where you can go back to my YouTube channel and look for a video on this date that's going to show you exactly how to do this step by step. So when you belong to my online technique club, you get a card in the mail and also an instruction sheet with the sample of the technique every month. How do you get this? Well, first of all, you're going to have to email me and tell me you want to join the group. You will place a minimum $25 order before tax and shipping each month for 6 consecutive months. When you have 6 consecutive monthly orders in, you will get a $30 product credit from me to order anything you'd like, and then you can rejoin for another 6 months. Now, I'm telling you this because a lot of you are ordering from me at least once a month, and you certainly qualify for this online club, but you have to let me know that you would like to be a part of it. Pop me an email right here at kelly@astampabove.com and tell me you want to be in the online technique club. I will send you all the information. I will send you the VIP form. You have to keep track of your orders. And when you are done with 6 months, you mail that to me and you get to choose $30 in product as a free gift from me. So head on over to my blog in the right-hand column. You will find a online club. I think there's an online club button right in that right-hand column. If it's not there, it's at the bottom of every one of my blog posts. I'm going to have to go check that out because now I'm kind of double guessing myself. But anyways, if you would like to place an order today, please use this current host code. You'll always find that in the right-hand column of my blog. You can find my blog right here. Click right up here. That'll take you to my blog. If you've enjoyed this video today, please give me a thumbs up. And if you didn't like it, please don't give me a thumbs down. Nobody likes that. Nobody wants a thumbs down. I'm just kidding. I can't imagine why you'd give me a thumbs down. Thank you guys so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to spend it with me. Have a great Wednesday. Bye-bye.